Hey, so welcome to episode 10 of the Try and Scotsman podcast. I think, is it like 2 weeks since the last one? I can't remember. But yeah, so it's another checking in episode. So first of all, I want to thank anybody who listens who is still subscribing to me on Twitch. Obviously I haven't streamed 8th of August, I think, was the last stream I did. And I've still got people that have renewed their subscriptions. So I don't want you thinking I don't appreciate you. I fucking do. And I am hoping to be back streaming at some point. I tweeted the other day that I wanna come back and do, well, I want to be back ready for October, because I want to carry on with my Resident Evil series playthrough. So I've got to do Resident Evil 6, restart 7, because I didn't really get very far in that. 8 I haven't started. Like I got that with my PS5, and I put the disc in to install it, but that's it. But then I've got The Quarry, and there's a couple other horror games that I kind of would like to do as well. So yeah, but I want to come back before October, and then hopefully if I can get back into the rhythm of it and everything, then, cause the thing is, my 3-year anniversary on Twitch comes up in November, and it would be like, I don't like the idea of me literally being like, alright, here's an anniversary stream, when I've taken like a quarter of the year not streaming, and then it's questionable when I'll be back. So I want to try and come back. I've fallen out of love with gaming again. There's nothing that's really gripping me. It just feels like I'm playing stuff for the sake of it. Like, the Disney Dreamlight Valley game is good, but I've kind of done everything almost, or anything that I feel is worth doing. So it's just kind of going in and doing like little bits and pieces, just to kind of build up my stash and do some of the sort of non-main quest stuff. Like, I've unlocked all the areas. I'm kind of saving stuff up because I haven't really done much of the design side of things. Because I want to unlock more items and stuff, so I can maybe start focusing on doing places up. So yeah, like I've been playing a few games. I've had a few games that I've played for the first time. Far Cry 6, and I don't know, it's just not grabbing me. Like Far Cry 5, I pretty much didn't put that down. And I don't know, the story in 6 just isn't really gripping me. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. And the Danny Trejo part I really enjoyed. And I did the Stranger Things crossover as well, which was super fucking cool. But yeah, just the other stuff, I'm kind of like, it's not... And that's not a reflection on the game, that's me. It's like my head's just not in the right place. Like I've been getting a lot of anxiety, like for the past couple of weeks now. I've had this, I always describe it like these sort of clenched sort of almost like balls. It feels like just balls of tension at the base of my spine on the left and right hand sides. And it's not purely a physical pain, but it is a physical pain caused by the anxiety, because that's where my anxiety chooses to sort of physically manifest itself. And it's just really fucking uncomfortable. So sitting around, even just lying down, is not comfortable. I'm not having the best time. I've tried spraying lavender. But yeah, I can't seem to get stress out of my life, and it's weird because there's not really a lot going on. Like I've got a couple work related things going on, but nothing. So I don't know if it's like just time of year. Obviously, I'm not streaming, so maybe I'm not getting all the level of distractions that I would normally typically enjoy. So yeah, I don't know. I have been invited on a podcast. And unlike other times when I've been asked, I haven't kind of like said no in a roundabout way. I'm kind of interested. That stresses me. I do get quite anxious over stuff like that because, like, on here, I can talk about myself. It's fine. It's my thing. I can do what I want. And obviously, if people don't like listening to me, then they don't. But like obviously, when you do it with somebody else, it's like they've got an audience, and they might lose people because of me, or they won't get as many downloads because people aren't interested in listening to what I've got to say, or like. I don't know. Obviously, a few of the podcasts I've been invited on in the past are like, oh yeah, you can just be yourself. Like in terms of the swearing and stuff. Sorry, beer tear in my mouth. But I'm still not really comfortable with that because I don't like being. I don't like to think of myself as the potential reason that other people lose a follower or a listener because they chose to affiliate themselves with me in some shape or form. That's a me thing. Maybe I'll get over it, maybe I won't. But yeah, this podcast, it's not really talking about me as such. Like, it's not sort of like an interview or anything like the other ones kind of, I think, are or would have been. So that's what's kind of piqued my interest a bit more with it, because it's talking about movies basically, which is obviously something well within my wheelhouse. And it's just a nice, interesting spin, but I've got to kind of think of some stuff to bring to the table for it. So we'll see. But yeah, if it does happen, I think it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a nice new experience for me. But yeah, I think like the other sort of offers and stuff I've had, it's been about my experience with streaming, and I guess like advice and stuff that I would give to people, which that's outside of my comfort zone. Just because, like, look at me now, I'm not a fucking streamer. So yeah, that I don't know. Maybe it'll open the door. Maybe if I do get this one done, and it'll kind of take the edge off doing like collaborational stuff with other people. I don't know. It's like gaming, isn't it? Like, I don't really play. I play multiplayer games, but I don't really play with other people. I either play with randoms or I go solo. And when I have played with other people, I have enjoyed it for the most part. But yeah, it's just finding the balance, I guess. And obviously having people that maybe understand the situation. But yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else really going on. Like I put up my first Formula 1 Manager 22 video. I've got loads of other videos. I haven't gotten around to putting the voiceover stuff on it. And there's a lot of editing to do, and I think the longer I've kind of been feeling the way I've been feeling, it's just been building up, and I've just been like, oh, I can't be arsed. I do want to do it because I think it'd be worthwhile. But I think once I've caught up, because I haven't played the game since the last video, which I think was before the last podcast was recorded, or maybe the same night. But I feel like to keep on top of it, I kind of need to record live voiceover as I'm going through it, because it would just save so much work. So probably what I was thinking of doing was doing it as if it's a stream, so like having me, the green screen and all of that on, and then that way it just makes the editing side of it a little bit easier, because I might not need to do I shouldn't need to do anywhere near as much editing. The only thing is any kind of speeding up stuff I would either have to do like cuts, or just try to control all that within the game to try and keep the videos to a decent duration. But yeah, I do want to podcast more. It's just knowing what to say, having stuff to say. And yeah, just being able to sit with peace and quiet and actually do it. Because as weird as it sounds, like I can stream while Heather's in the room with me. I can do all of that. But when it comes to recording, I typically have to do it when no one's in the house. So if I don't really do it stupid early in the morning, or during the day when Heather's in work and the kids are in school and stuff, I just don't get it done. And that's another thing. Like, obviously I might be busy doing other stuff, and then I kind of talk myself out of doing it, and then the time's gone because I don't have the peace and quiet to do it. But yeah, I get really uncomfortable. Like I can't do, like there was some TikTok ideas that I kind of wanted to do, but I felt too self-conscious doing it while Heather's there, which is weird because she's my moderator, she's my number one fan, and she sees me do all manner of stupid stuff, but I just can't seem to talk like this when she is able to listen, even though I know she will eventually listen to this podcast. I think once she realizes that there's a new one out, she'll be listening to it. Hello. But like, yeah, it's just weird. I can't reconcile that side of me. Like, I just feel so self-conscious. But yeah, I think what I want to do is get myself in a place where I feel like I can and want to do all this stuff without putting any pressure on myself. Because ultimately it's only me that can do it. But then if I keep saying I need to do this, I need to do that, I'm more likely to procrastinate and it just not happen. And really, I just need to fall back in love with gaming. I think once that clicks back into place, then other things, will kind of follow suit. But there's just nothing, like, it just feels like I'm passing time. And part of me, like, I feel like I need to carry on playing games just to kind of find the spark. Because obviously, if I stop playing games, then I'll never find the spark. Because you can only do it if you're actually doing it. So it's kind of like a catch-22 at the moment. So I'm not even trophy hunting, really. Like, if I am getting trophies, it's just because it's, part of the story that I'm following or whatever. Lately I just haven't even given a shit about collecting trophies. So yeah, the only way I can describe it is I feel like I'm dead. It feels like I'm on antidepressants, and I'm not. I haven't fucking taken antidepressants in years. Maybe I need to take some cat or something. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much else to talk about. Like, now that I've got a bit more of a routine seeing my kids, obviously it does mean that I've got less time to do some stuff. Oh, excuse me. My sleep pattern's all to shit. Like, I went to bed relatively early last night, but I struggled to sleep. I ended up sending an email about my car at like 25 to 2 in the morning, because I found some stuff online that might help get a fix for my car, because that's been off the road for almost a year now. Well, actually longer, but officially off the road. Yeah, not a lot else going on. I did update OBS and all my bots and stuff ready, because potentially I was going to do a stream this week. But like on my days off, I haven't been getting up until like sort of between 11 and 12. And then it's just too late, and I'm so tired. Like, I think, was it Monday? I woke up about 11:30, and then I went back. I fell asleep. I think about 4:30 until about almost 8 o'clock. I woke back up, and then I was still tired, and I ended up going back to bed to sleep proper at about 9, 9:30. Yeah, I don't know. Something's not feeling right. I just don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the ADHD. I don't know if it's depression creeping back in, or anxiety, or a combination of all of it. Well, I know obviously the anxiety is there, but I don't know what else is all going on. But yeah. Anyway, this is quite a mopey fucking episode, so I'm gonna stop there. Just keep it short. But I'm gonna get some thoughts down on paper for stuff I want to do, and try and hopefully get a regular podcasting schedule back. Maybe just focus on that, and then once I've got that in place, then I can maybe look at the other things. I do feel I need to get a bit of a routine back, because at the moment I'm spending my days off not really knowing what I'm going to do, and then before I know it, my days are gone. And then I'm back working and wishing I'd done stuff that obviously I'd never thought to do, or I just never pushed myself. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, again, instead of saying see you next Tuesday, because I don't even know when this one's going to go up, probably today if I can. I'll try and do some editing on my breaks or something. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you, and hopefully I'll catch you on Twitch if you're around as well. Have a good one.